For my second instructional tutorial, I chose the app Flubaroo, which works with Google Forms. The reason why I chose Flubaroo and why you should for easy grading is that it actually grades in a minute or less. Again, if you create a test or some kind of assessment through Google Forms, you can add the Flubaroo app for free on there, and you can actually choose to grade a student's Google Form test as they submit it to you. And after Flubaroo grades it, it'll actually give you a report that says, how the students performed not only on the test overall, but for each individual question. And you can also, it also gives you an option to email the students their grades. So it's a very easy program that allows you to do a lot of things, and it'll also allow you to kind of see what kind of remediation you might need to do in some of your lessons if a large percentage of students missed a particular question or had trouble understanding a certain concept. I would say the main goal for Flubaroo users would be to grade quizzes and tests created in Google Forms quickly. You can also, it's good, it's very effective because you can integrate two different technologies. You can use the Google Forms, and Flubaroo will grade it for you. You can send Google Form test links to a large group of students if they have Google accounts, and it can also allow teachers to do data-driven instruction. Once they get the analysis back from Flubaroo after they grade the tests, after it grades the test, you can then, like I said before, direct your reteaching to specific areas and individualize instruction. The intended audience for Flubaroo is teachers because of test grading. The two ISTE standards that I chose for Flubaroo had to do with being able to improve not only student learning but also teacher instruction through the data analysis that you get back, and again you get it back in a matter of minutes, and the fact that you're using a new kind of technology to improve and help students become more successful. That's something that we're all going to need to be able to instill in our teachers and to provide them resources to be able to do that as future administrators. When looking at how to use Flubaroo, I've actually included in here some extensive step-by-steps, but the first thing you want to do is create some kind of assessment in Google Forms. And once you do that, you kind of, in a sense, create an answer key. You're going to want to make sure you include the correct answer when you're making the Google form, because Flubaroo, once you initiate that from the Google form page, it will ask you which test you want to be your answer key, and it will actually do all of its grading based on that. Once you create the Google form, you can copy a URL address and send it out to all the students, especially if they have Google accounts, and it will go right to them. Once the students take the test, they have a submit button at the bottom. They hit submit and it comes back to you, the results, and you can then, from that Google form, that main Google form that you shared with the students, select the grade assignment option, and this will appear once you go to Flubaroo, the Flubaroo page, and add it for free. And that grade assignment option will come up, and Flubaroo will then ask you a series of questions. They'll ask you which test to use as the key, and because you'll have several results in a spreadsheet for different tests, and they'll all be um, tests that your students took. You'll want to choose the top option. That'll be the one that you created, and that is what Flubaroo will use to grade. Once Flubaroo creates the grading or completes the grading, you now have a view grades option, and this screen kind of shows you what your results look like. It'll have the student name, it'll have their percentage, what questions they missed, and how many points possible, and things like that. So you can really zero in on how your students did collectively and individually. And that is it for this particular video. I hope you all can use Flubaroo. I hope you use Google Forms, and the two just work very well together, and they should help you not only in teaching but in grading as well, because we all know that we don't always have time to grade, and that's not always our favorite thing to do. Thank you.